Oh, so excited. I just think I just ovulated in 28 seconds. Oh, thank you for such a warm sort of introduction and welcome, because I had the sort of worst kind of comedy experience today. I was running around the botanical gardens. I'm into lycra, as you can see. And the tan for the bankers who live in the area. And there I was running, and all of a sudden I saw coming towards me about 15 really fit men. Tight, taut, really muscly. And I thought, wow, a bunch of men running towards me. What's the collective noun? It's not bunch, it's not clutch, it's not group, it's Christmas. But then, the worst thing happened. About 5 metres, this is true, just before we were about to meet, they just turned around and went the other way. And I was thinking, but what? But why? I thought maybe it's the lycra. I feel like Pamela Anderson, who recently said, oh, I don't know, I just have this talent. I'm really good at running at high heels. You wouldn't want to put chewing gum into the equation, would you, really? No. I actually think that lycra is a very incredible fabric, because lycra covers everything, but then actually reveals everything at the same time. You can't lie in lycra, can you? They should make politicians wear it. Can you imagine Kim Beazley in lycra? That really tests my bladder control. What about Brian Harradine in lycra? The chihuahua of Australian politics. Small mouth, sharp teeth. But like saying, get the puppy off my leg now, get a bucket of water. Yes, yes. Oh, look what is happening over there in Europe. I mean, nobody knows what's going on. If only somebody was less confused, it would make things a lot better. I mean, the United Nations are confused. They don't know what they're doing, do they? They're running around here, there. What are we doing? Oh, we're supposed to stop the war. We're supposed to provoke some sort of ending to this. All right, how do we do this? I don't know how we do this. We've got the little blue helmets. Their helmets are too tight. They don't know what the hell is going on. It's like the GST. What is the GST? It's an acronym. What does it mean? There's too many acronyms. That is the problem with the United Nations. UNIFEM, UNITAR, UNSCO, UNESCO, UNIFEM. All these acronyms. People are completely confused. They should get Adriana from Wheel of Fortune to turn the letters around. Oh, United Nations, here to help. They're late. Wherever they go, have you noticed? They're late. Dili, where are they? They're not there today. Another 10,000 people will die. Where are we? I don't know. Oh, it's the United Nations. Are we going to get lunch? Is there a car space? Then we'll come. Yes, thank you very much. NATO is exactly the same. NATO, they've been around for 50 years. They are still screwing everything up. We've got the smart bomb. Oh, oops, was that a line of people or tractors or was it tanks? Did you press the button? I pressed the button. Oh my God, what happened? NATO, what are you doing? 50 years they are screwing it up. I tell you what, it is not Milosevic or the Serbs or Clinton, or NATO. The problem in all of this is pronouns. Us and them. If we could eliminate us and them, that would be the end of genocide, don't you think? No more us and them. You see, if we were all called Barry, things would be different, because you'd say, look, I want Barry, and you, Barry, to go over and bomb Barry, and go, no, Barry's my mate, no. If we were all called Barry, there wouldn't be any more genocide, but they don't know that. I know they get paid lots of money to do that, but they don't know. I don't know what the problem is. If you want to talk about confusion, let's talk tax reform. Peter Costello and John Howard, the young and the restless. Tax reform. What does that mean, tax reform? They're going to make a whole new tax pack with bold colours and fonts? A 3D pop-out tax pack, you open it and the hand comes out and you put your money straight in? A black label tax pack for tax secrets the others won't show. A tax pack with a sealed section for withholding tax. I've been reading that the average taxpayer works 3 months out of every year for the government. I find that amazing. I don't even think that people that work for the government work 3 months out of every year for the government. Our Premier, Mr. Special K, wants to open a National Institute of Depression. Did you hear about this in Victoria? Like we are the laughing stock already. Now he wants to open National Institute of Depression in Victoria. So what will the number plate be? On the move? Oh, well, maybe no. I don't know. The Age slogan, seize the day. Maybe tomorrow. He thinks that a lot of people that have a drug problem, and there are a lot of them, are actually depressed. And that's why they're into the drugs. No, I don't think they're depressed. I think they have a problem with lack of education, homelessness, lack of food, they're hungry, and they don't have health care. They're too hungry to be depressed. Like, I'm too selfish to be codependent. But I did hear recently, we do have a drug problem. I heard that a man with a balaclava on ran into a shop in Brighton with a syringe supposedly full of blood and tried to steal money from the till. Well, you can imagine the woman in a shop in Brighton. Oh, balaclava, have you been skiing? He did get the money, do you know how? He put a pricing gun to her head. What was she thinking? Oh no, he'll make me feel so cheap. Oh no, I don't sell it all. Last night alone, and so I thought I'd have myself a bit of a fantasy. I lit some candles, put on a Sinatra CD, ran a bath, put in some frankincense and myrrh, bergamot, claret sage, patchouli. Because I'm a goddess, I did the workshop. I got into the bath, I got out again, and then I dried myself off with a big fluffy towel. And then very slowly I put on my high-heel bed socks, one at a time. Then I slid in under my doona and then I lay there for a minute breathing slowly. Then I put one hand on my breast and I slapped it off. I called out my own name, Rachel, 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 Rachel. Don't, Rachel. Then I tossed my head to one side of the bed, then I tossed my head to the other, then I threw myself at the end of the bed, then I pushed myself on the floor, then I pushed the doona on the floor, then I jumped back up again, then I bashed my head on the pillow face down. Then I slid onto the floor and then I slid back up again, bringing the doona with me, and then I lay there for a minute moaning. And I pretended to light a cigarette. I pretended to put it out, and then I fell asleep. Then I woke up in the morning and I looked at the mess around me and I thought, you slut, how can you do that? I know how to honour myself. I've done all the workshops. I've read all the books. Women who love too much, women who eat too much, women who say too much, women who are just too much, too much. What is the problem? Are we taking up too much space? I've run with wolves, I've pissed with cats. I've embraced, I've honoured, I've connected, I've done every single thing. I've got women are from Venus, men are from Mars, I've got the book, I've got the video, I've got the bath gel, I've got the lubricant, I still don't get it. I did a codependency workshop only to find out I'm too selfish to be codependent. I read that book, Why Do I Think I'm Nothing Without a Man? I didn't till I read the book. Every day I try to feel empowered, and all I need is one phone call to make me feel small. Usually to someone, you know, who uses the right words in the wrong way. You know, for example, like, take someone like the person who is running our country, allegedly, you know. He uses words in a very interesting way. He says there was no stolen generation of Aboriginal children. No, they were rented. Why not give them their bond back? Words are very useful at alienating people. Bring up the real estate agent. Hello, this is Crap Real Estate. Tiffany speaking. Tiffany, I'm ringing about the flat in Smith Street. Is it top floor? It's first floor. Is it top floor? I can't tell you that. You'll have to speak to Brigitte. Is Brigitte around? No, she's not at the moment. I'm afraid she might be on her mobile. Can I speak to someone else? Gary, but Gary's in a meeting. All right.
Shall I ring back? Yes, you can. And then they ask that fabulous question that makes me feel this big. And you are from? I'm from nowhere. I'm just me, Rachel Berger. What the hell do you need to know where I'm from? Am I only a consumer? And you are from? Now I ring up and say, I'm from the sperm bank. I've got some results for Gary. Recently I learned that I was just a body. I am not the body, but a body. I went to the doctor and he said, Rachel, we have to check all the moles and freckles on your back. Okay. And because you're single, we have to photograph them. Because I'm single, you have to... I don't get the connection. He says, well, you have no one to look at your back to check. Like, as if I had someone in my bedroom and I was naked, I'd be getting them to check my back. So apparently what the story is that you go to a medical photographer, they take 14 different photographs of different parts of your body with all your freckles, all your moles, all your lumps, all your bumps, and then they send you an album with all these photographs. How pathetic is my life? Other people have photographs of their pets or their family. I have 14 photographs of my moles. This is the one on my back before it turned. So I'm there at this medical photographer's sort of surgery, right, and he's counselling me. I have to put one of those gowns on that's got the split in the back, and he says, well, we do your head first, then one side of your face, then the other, then the neck and shoulders and the front and the breast and the body, and you'll be totally naked, and then we'll turn you around. So we go through that. We do the front and the back, and we do the, you know, this is a good position. Like I'd be showing a guy this. If I look at this, my inner thigh, are there any moles there? Right? Anyway, finally, I'm turned all the way around. I'm on a pedestal, stark naked, and the guy is there on one knee. About to photograph my behind, right? Nothing is happening, so I turn around and he's looking at me really weird, and then he stops and he says, aren't you that comedian? Yes, I said, I'm Wendy Harmer. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show.